It's not quite anything you can do, I can do better, but James DeGale insists he has matched Anthony Joshua punch for punch. Olympic gold? Check. British title? Check. World title? Check. But while Joshua has been selling out football stadiums, his fellow Brit has been hiding in plain sight. Only one of his last 7 fights has been on home turf, his shock defeat by Caleb Truax, which saw him surrender his world title in 2017. DeGale, 33, wrestled his belt back 4 months later before giving it up to chase a more lucrative clash with Chris Eubank Jr. And as the end draws near after a decade at the top, DeGale is determined not to bow out with a whimper. He told Mirror Sport, "It's been a successful and enjoyable career for most of the time. I've lived the dream and done everything in boxing, but sometimes it feels like I don't get the credit I deserve. Look at my career, from being the 81 underdog at the Olympics and winning gold through to becoming British champion, European champion, and then becoming the first in Britain to win a gold medal and a world title. People in boxing give me credit, but it feels like the general public don't. It's been an up and down journey for the last 10 years, but I've come through the other side and achieved my goals. I'm very happy with my career, but there are still a couple of chapters left. The only difference between me and Anthony Joshua is that he's made more money. He's a heavyweight and that's the blue ribbon division, but that's the only difference. Anthony Joshua has smashed it. He's one of the biggest sportsmen in the world, but when you talk about boxing careers, I've done just as well as him. When you compare achievements and fights and so on, you can't live with me. Let's not forget what I've done in my career and what I bring to the table. Who wouldn't want to fight me and have my name on their record? I've done everything. I've boxed at the Barclays Center in front of 15,000 people, I've been in a unification fight. I've done everything. DeGale counts himself among the lucky few who have made a fortune from boxing. His decision to fight across the Atlantic may have reduced his pulling power at home, but it also inflated his bank account. He will earn 4 times as much for fighting Eubank Jr. on Saturday week than for a defense of his now relinquished world title. And he added, "In boxing you have to either be very good or have a very good team around you. You can't make money in boxing. Some of the stories I hear and the money people get for a fight, it's crazy. There are only a handful of boxers, maybe 5%, who can retire and never work again. When you get to the end, you think about what you're going to do after boxing and how much money you've got. Hopefully I won't have to work. I'm going to train with my strength and conditioning coach and I'm going to get big. I'm looking to build my property portfolio and I'll probably go on holiday 10 times a year. I say this is a retirement fight and that's because I'm a realist. It's harsh on Eubank because when he loses to me he'll have lost to me, George Groves and Billy Joe Saunders, but if I lose I've gone backwards. It's crazy that he's the favorite. People are going to make a lot of money from this fight. I've done extremely well in my career, I can see the finishing line. I just want those last couple of legacy fights and it starts with Chris Eubank Jr. and everyone is going to be raving about me again.